Hi there, Rachel. Good to see you. Sorry, almost trod on those wonderful boots there. How are you keeping? Good to see you. Well, we first met, I don't know, well, you may not know, you were giving a talk at the British Library, and I think you were talking about your book, Business Nightmares, and it really just struck me. It was just very powerful. I never heard an entrepreneur talking from that space of, because it's always about what goes well, and then you were just talking and sharing all those ups and downs, that getting there, not getting the ups and downs, the trials personally and professionally, and that really was very powerful. And I don't know where we should start this short chat. And now things have moved on, and you're now starting a new exciting project. So I wonder if you might just summarise your story or your work. Start wherever it is that you want to start.
Yeah, no, it's interesting about Business Nightmares because I've gone through this whole ascendancy of business, running a multi-million-pound business, winning awards, having fame with Dragon's Den, and then to lose the whole thing and for the whole thing to completely crash. At the time, it was a complete disaster. But I think the interesting thing is that you only understand stuff when you look back on it. And when I look back on that era, I realise I kind of had to go through that to get to where I am now, because it was a really important part of my soul journey. And so many interesting people like you popped up on the way. And I've been really open to kind of coaches, teachers, books, influencers, events that I've gone to. I'm like a sponge to absorb all of these signposts.
And we believe, don't we? It's interesting that the journey that you went on, that's the journey that we're all told to go on, isn't it? You go after this, you be it in a career or in business, and you achieve all those things, and we think that either it's going to happen or it's going to last. And you realise, well, yeah, it might happen. Is it necessarily when? And then other things might happen in that personal journey as well. So what's been your learning from all that? Because you've achieved the things that most people would want to experience in them. What is it that you've learned from the whole?
Well, I think the whole Red Letter Days journey was all about money and ego and fame and the traditional forms of success, but actually post that, all of the things that I've been through and doing a lot of work helping others has been actually a lot more fulfilling. So it's kind of learning a bit about depth as opposed to trajectory. And I've been forced to go very deep, and I've been on a kind of learning journey. So it's been really interesting. So I'm realising that the more I get into my flow, and I go with the magic, and I allow, as opposed to forcing and controlling, the better life gets.
Wow, isn't that amazing? And we both love this word magic, don't we? Because we both use this kind of magic word. But there is magic, isn't there, when we accept it?
It's very subtle.
Oh.
And you have to, it's a very subtle, you can't push, you can't make it happen. It's not like, it's very, very, I can't even describe it.
No, you can't, can you? Because it's just there. And there are moments where it's happening and you're grateful for it, and things, just as you say, they flow, and it's just wonderful, isn't it? And it is very subtle. It's very everyday in many ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. It's subtle but profound at the same time.
I'll give you an example of this, Rasheed, just quickly. That I was doing a photo shoot at St Paul's to do with Imago and having an amazing time, and we were just right by St Paul's, and I said, I really want to go and see the Banksy Monopoly board because I've seen it and I really want to go and see this. And I went to see it, and it was all in the state of disarray where it had been kind of in the weather. And just standing there talking, and the guy who was in charge of it suddenly just said, here, and he gave me the waterworks. He took the whole of the waterworks off, and I walked away with a Banksy.
And you have these things all the time. Were you
just like, when I was young, I always played Monopoly with my brothers. It was a very symbolic game. So it's really interesting.
That's quite profound, then, isn't it?
Manifest.
Oh well, and there's something, I think there's levels there, isn't it? The Monopoly game. Business, that's quite interesting. Isn't that just
going along out of passion for wanting to experience this thing and then walking away with the original Banksy?
So tell us a little bit about the Imago bit. That's a bit that most people might not know about. I know we've only got a couple of minutes on this video, but I'm keen to know, tell us a little bit about that, and what's your vision, what's life about now? What's the work now?
Well, actually Imago sprung from a session with you, Rasheed, so I have to give you credit here, because I was telling you about my definite chief aim, which is a Napoleon Hill inspiring, which is to achieve 10 million cash in bank by 31st December 2012 through inspiring, empowering and helping others on their journey. And so you said to me, well, when you get the £10 million, what will you do then? And I was hadn't thought about it. What would I actually physically have 10 million? And I thought about it for quite a while, and I said, actually, I would go. I'd travel the world, I'd learn under all of the best teachers, and I'd bring all the best bits of their teaching compiled in a way that was really easy for people to get. And I'd broadcast it to the world. And you said, well, why don't you do that now? And that was when I thought. And actually, literally, within a week or two of that, I'd announced the closure of all my mentoring, and that I was going to do this thing. And
which again takes powerful courage. Which takes courage.
But you have to be bold. There's that great thing that boldness has genius and magic in it. And so actually announcing it set the energy in motion that almost set me on that trajectory. And so much has happened since then that has been really, really powerful.
Wow.
So it's really incredible. I know I'm on the right path.
And tell us, just for people who are watching this who might be fascinated, can you tell us a little bit about what the aims are in Imago? So there's this thing about bringing in these scriptures. Tell us what's about the
Imago People TV is a TV-based marketing portal to really promote and create a platform on the channel. All the great teachers, people like you who are doing amazing work. They might be transformational coaches, they might be evolutionaries, visionaries, vigilantes, all the people with the change makers who are shifting the energy. So it's really creating a platform and a voice and a portal to present their magic to the world so that people can go, wow, and actually get inspired and engaged to transform.
Wonderful, wow. Well, we look forward to that. Anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to kind of add? I mean, in a way, we've said everything. I mean, for me, the one thing I want to say is that, and I know we've touched on this, I have a sense that there's nothing, there's a paradox here. Nothing in life ever needs to be done. The magic is here. Once we stop and pause and look again. I mean, I don't know if you'd agree on what you found. Isn't that extraordinary? But we sometimes need that reminder or that, I don't know, that jolt to just see that we are part of this magical thing that just is.
Because there is a temptation for happiness to always be somewhere over there when I meet the perfect man, maybe when I meet my temperament. But actually finding the magic in the current moment is the power of now. It's the old thing, it's the power is in the current moment, and finding that happiness and contentment exactly here and now. That's where the future springs from.
Well, fantastic. Well, I'm so excited about what's going to happen with Imago TV, and I'm so excited with what you're doing. I know that, as I said to you, I think once that, sometimes we never know the impact that we actually have. Because so many people have been impacted by your work, your story, actually as much as your story also as anything else. And sometimes that can be transformational. So I just want to thank you on behalf of those entrepreneurs who have worked with, mentored, spoken to, run workshops for, and I'm very excited about the work you're really doing now. And thank you so much for taking the time from your very, very busy schedule. I'm being a busy mum of 5, I don't know how you do it. And thank you so much for your time. A pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.